Good morning, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today we still have some needs to complete, to finish shaping them and glue them in places. But before I will deal with these needs, let's apply second layer of finish on our outside planking, or just planking, because I applied 2 weeks ago, yes, 2 weeks ago, a layer of oil. Now it is completely dried and I can apply a layer of shellac, and I decided to use garnet. It's a little darker yellow. I can't say that it is big difference, but after this model was sitting just on the table more than 2 months, I can see where I have applied garnet shellac and where it was just yellow shellac. It's just like improved in color or darkened, or just it become, finally I got the proper colors on the model. And because, let me switch to a different camera, not this one, like this, so you can see closer. The oil just underlined, you can see the fibers of the wood. When under shellac it's just clear wood, you can't understand what is the type of wood, etc. But under oil you just can see all these fibers, they are visible, that it is wood. Can't say that this is really oak in scale, but it is just beautiful. So, and now after applying shellac, we should get something like this. On our sample, this is just oil in the middle, 2 layers of oil, a little darker spot, or juicier I would say, and this is shellac on second layer. But before I will apply, I want to take another word, and where is it? Small tiny black bottle. Oh, not really small, but just a bottle. Let me talk about inks, because this is already not the first time I'm getting an issue. In the Facebook group we have a problem on one of the models. This is alcohol-based ink, and already second time I'm hearing a problem with Indian ink. I checked it, it's water-based ink, I believe all of them are water-based. And at the moment, one of the modelers has problem with applying shellac, because after using, instead of alcohol ink, he used that Indian ink, and it's leaking. So in the moment you are touching the this black whale, it's leaking, crying. I don't know how to translate it properly. So not good at all. Before it was an issue, somebody applied oil on top of the part which was tinted with Indian ink, and the oil couldn't dry properly. It was like drying forever, and so I still don't know if it ever dried. So I don't have such problem with alcohol ink, never used this Indian ink. So my suggestion is just check, and better always before applying something on your model, make samples like I did here. Because when you apply, for example, alcohol ink on the model, and then you are getting such a problem like it's leaking, or just not good. So it's a problem to find a solution what to do with it. So because oil is not drying on it, maybe better not to use alcohol-based finishes, and oil also is not an option. Maybe just dilute acrylic paint with water, some brownish, just to get proper color. It will be just better solution in this situation. But before applying anything on your model, always make samples. Always. Yeah, of course, this is like alcohol. It's a double-ended sword. For example, even when I'm applying second layer of shellac, I'm not trying to apply very thick layer. I'm trying to use half-dry brush, or not very juicy. So I won't dilute the lower layer of shellac, because actually you can remove completely shellac just with pure alcohol. And that is why I also will be applying on this model shellac, because it's also alcohol-based ink and alcohol-based shellac. I will try to apply as fast as I can, and I won't pour or just drop huge quantity of shellac on the whale, so I won't dilute or won't soften this. Where is the proper camera? So the alcohol ink on the whales won't leak, what I'm trying to say. So I will try to brush it very quickly and without just thick and big dropping on it, because it is alcohol, so it can start leaking. It didn't on my sample, so I will try to repeat this And actually, because I applied oil also on the whale, oil clogged the fibers or pores, so the wood shouldn't absorb the alcohol that easy, because oil like created a thin film which is protecting wood from alcohol and other stains. So it's an additional feature for using oil before applying shellac. Give me a second, my assistant is trying to open the door, and because Krum recently visited me and properly closed the door that Kitten can't open it, he's just breaking through it. I need to open the door for him. Yes, you can't open it. Go check Krum. So, if Krum is watching, I have seen him in the chat, so Imbir is coming for a second breakfast. Okay, I believe, with my awful English, I hope you understood me. So what I'm trying to say, just before applying anything on your model, make samples. And I'm trying to open my shellac, which is not that easy. And I softened it in hot water, so it was probably cooled off, and that's why it's not opening. Oh, I did it. So we will apply some today. Let me clean this edge. Maybe it won't be that sticky next time. Just a moment ago I had the brush in my hand. Yeah, I still have it. So let's apply it. Let's go. So I don't want to really touch it much. I'm just trying to get as close as possible to the whale, but I'm not pouring on the whale my alcohol-based shellac. And I even, yeah, we'll make it half dry brush to apply it above it. Between knots. We'll try to use the camera. I probably don't bother to apply it on the bottom. We have oil there, it will protect the wood, so I just will apply on our planking. And again, half dry brush, because I don't want to soften lower layer. Actually it's oil, it won't soften, but if it was a shellac, when I'm applying second, third, fourth layer, I need to do it fast without actually also making very thick layer, because it will soften the lower one, and you just will mix everything and you won't get the proper or desirable effect, just darken the color. Because every layer which you are adding on top, you just will get darker, juicier, or more bigger saturation, I'm trying to say. I kind of like it. It is still wet and fresh. We'll see in the end of the... Shellac dries very fast, so we will see the result practically in the end of this stream. but the proper color, which will be on the model, we will see about in a month or two. So as you can see, I don't have any problems with applying shellac on my surface around the whales with alcohol based ink. I don't know where even to find. Maybe Amazon have it also, the Indian ink, but I'm usually buying alcohol based inks in the Hobby Lobby, Michael's. It is around where you can tint clothes, etc. Something in that area. And let's apply it in the bow if I can fit the model on the table. Yep, you can, I hope. Like this. Maybe I should apply oil also on the deck and ceiling before applying shellac, because just the effect which I got here, I like it very much. But also inner part of planking won't be that much visible, so it's alright too. Now let's apply it on another side. I have some problem with laptop. Oh no, it's okay. It was just notification. It was the most difficult, I remember, to spread all the frames, original frames, not the bulkheads from the kit. But it worth each minute to just perfect look of the model. I know I can't make my life easier, I'm usually complicating it. I'm in ship modeling, so I'm trying to add as many details as possible to make it more historically accurate from the kit. So it is always just a question of time which you can spend on the model. So if you want just to put together quickly all the pieces from the kit, then this is the channel which is not for you. This channel is for people who want to dedicate more time, to put more effort into it. That's why I'm not building fast, I'm building very slow. But if you want to improve your skills and not just stay on the same level beginner, you want to be advanced ship modeler, then this is the channel for you. And actually, one of my coaches, he was constantly calling me like, oh, you are lazy ship modeler, you are lazy ship modeler, you are building from kits, improving them, this is very easy. You should build from scratch. And then he got an offer, just somebody came to him, his customer brought him a model of the USS Constitution, And in Ukraine this is very rare, I can say. Somebody just bought model Shipways kit of Constitution, was trying to build it, hired a modeler, just not very experienced kit builder, and he failed. He cut lots of frames, was trying to improve it, so created such a mess that he decided to hire somebody who is a Scratch builder, also thinking about that Scratch builder can do the job. So my college called me, and his first question was, even first sentence, not like, hello, how are you, or like, how you managed to build from these shit models? Like, what happened? I have a kit, and I can't put it together. I can't understand how it is possible to build actually a model, any kind of it. And then he understood that actually to build a more historically accurate model from the kit is more difficult than to build it from scratch. Because you really have to use that wood, which is in the kit, which is not always a good quality. Yeah, basswood is very easy to work with scalpel, etc., but to apply stains even, it's very picky and tricky. So that's why I decided to use, just for pure experiment, I'm using every single drop of wood from the kit and trying to improve it to make it look good. So yeah, Scratch builder who tried to build kit. That was his comment, like, it's impossibly difficult. So guys, if you can build from the kits, you definitely with proper tools can build from scratch. This is the only difference, that to build completely from scratch, you have to have power tools to cut proper thicknesses of wood strips. But the rest of the work is actually the same like in kits. Just easier because you can buy more expensive wood. Oh, I got some somewhere I haven't covered it with oil, so I just got a drop of black alcohol ink, so I can clean it later with just pure alcohol and re-stain the plank. But at the moment I won't touch it. I just want to dry it first. But yeah, I got an issue too. Wasn't paying attention where I was applying shellac. Oh, it's leaking. Don't want to leak. Around these brackets, stern post, and the rest of the planking. And actually, right now it is so juicy and beautiful. I'm just enjoying of the color. So let's wait until it dries. Actually, the previous side is already dry. Should be, at least. Let's deal with this small spot. I believe it's visible on the screen, where I have made a small tiny mess. It's just a little touch, slight touch, and clicked. So let me put shellac somewhere here. I will use it in a moment. I will need some pure alcohol and cotton swabs. I have this point with very sharp or pointed ends, because rounded is not very precise. So let's use some alcohol to clean it. I don't know if it will work with Indian ink. You can try to clean it like this if something leaked, but like this, I just clean it. As I said, to use alcohol-based stains, like shellac or alcohol-based ink, it's double-ended sword. You can apply it, you can remove it with pure alcohol. And this is what I like the most, because everything on the model should be removable. What if in 100 years somebody will be restoring your model? And if you will apply on it just some varnish, like acrylic varnish. In 100 years, that layer of varnish will just collect all possible dust, and it will just dust and the acrylic varnish, they together work like they're mixing, so you can't remove the dust without removing the layer of varnish. And to remove the layer of varnish, this is a pain in the neck. This is what I was doing on the HMS Boreas. Who watched that at the very beginning on the first episode, I was using this tool, sharpened file, and I was removing millimeter by millimeter from the surface that varnish with dust, and I was cursing everything, because at the very beginning the customer, because it was too far from me, he told me like, it's not varnished at all, it's oil, so you can't do that. And he wanted me to remove that dust, so we agreed, and I gave him absolutely different price, but because I took this model for the restoration, I can't change the price, but I have to do the job. So I sit in 3.5 months scraping the model. 3.5 months. I have sort of diary or book with notes how many times I spent hours to that model, and just for scraping entire hull, planks, decks, everything, it took me 3.5 months. So let's reapply this small dot, and I like also oil because the lower layer, it is still there, so I don't have to reapply the oil, I just have to reapply the shellac in this spot, just carefully without touching the whale. No, it is good. Just to dry my brush on the surface somewhere. Now it's perfect. So let's clean the brush. I just have another jar with alcohol, just it's not pure, it's already with some leftovers after cleaning brushes. So it is with shellac already in it, just very low concentration, so I can clean my brush and put it back together clean. This part is done. So let's check how it is already on this side. I really like it. It's already completely dry to the touch. So I can touch it, and now I can see the proper color of it. So let me switch to this screen so I can show you how it will look like. And now you can see it. But as I said, the proper shade or color of it we will see in a month or two. But at the moment, I like it very much. So on the deck it's more yellowish, on the side it's more brown yellowish because of the layer of oil. But I really like it. Perfect. So now let's move to the decks. Some dust after previous episode when we were sanding our knees, but we will continue doing this because we need to shape them. So let me bring them back. This is starboard side and this is larboard side knees. Let me switch to this camera and check the field of depth. So I remember one was made, which we made with a scalpel and just sanding blocks, so without using power tools. So this is the first one, it was L1, we can put it back on the model. And the rest of them I need to shape these radiuses because I just pre-shaped them, but I haven't completed. But for this I will need my favorite tool, like this one, But for this I need to remove this cutting mat because I want to clamp my vise here. So let's put them somewhere like here. Let's clamp this tool. Why it is not? It should go there. Reading your comments. Actually, you don't have to cut if you need only just strips of wood. I believe under this video, or it was definitely under the I have HMS Pegasus where I was planking her on deck planking. I have put somewhere links. I believe I have under this video too. Let me check that I will be absolutely sure that I have put a link on the website. I believe he is American. The fella who is selling different size and dimensions of strips of wood, and he is selling boxwood, pear, yellow cedar, walnut, so all different types of wood. So you just can order proper sizes. He offers a table with prices. He's cutting specifically it for you, so he doesn't have it in stock, but when you are placing the order, he will cut quantity and thickness specifically for you. And if you will check the price, actually it's very reasonable, because when you're getting a piece of wood, it's like not really expensive, but when you will cut it, you will lose bigger half of that piece of wood. Just you will convert it into a dust when you are cutting it on your table. So, and he's offering you very reasonable price per one strip, so you can get all possible dimensions which you have in the kit. So they are standard, and he's selling standard dimensions, so you can order type of wood and dimensions which you need, and you can replace it easily in your kit without actually using power tools. So this is very convenient, but I want to check if I have it under this video. I believe I do. I placed it at the very beginning, and I believe I'm just copying description. So where is my live stream? This one. So if you will open description under it, yeah, you will have all the links where to buy kit, where to buy books on the Gunboat Philadelphia, then description of plans, where to buy them, which one you will need. Then you have certain ship model company, all parts and details, and nail driver. Where to buy good quality ropes, yeah, where to buy laser cut beautiful blocks, Allen bow, plank bender. I do remember I placed somewhere also wood. Oh no, I placed it under the Mayflower. Yeah, it is under all that live streaming of the Mayflower, because I do remember I placed it somewhere in the description. And just for pure check, I will open the Mayflower video, and I will place under this one, but after the live stream. So in the description under Mayflower, materials for tools for modeling, plank bender. I definitely placed it, probably not in every video, but usually I'm copying the description. Why I didn't here? Mayflower deck planking should be for sure. Okay, nothing is here too. I will try to remember after the live stream. I will put in the description under our today's video. I will put in the description where to buy these strips of wood. I placed in some videos, I just don't remember in which ones. Usually I have this like automatic in OBS. It's copying from the previous video, but it is not copying from the YouTube itself. When I'm adding some links, it's copying from the OBS, so that one doesn't have links to the videos, to the wooden strips. So I definitely have to place it manually after the live stream. Let me turn the device to different direction. It will be more convenient for me. And I will position it towards me with the mark of the curve. I have these wooden pieces just not to damage the basswood. Basswood is very soft and easy to damage wood. And I can bring it closer. I believe now it is a little closer and better to see what I'm doing. Perfect. So I'm using power tools. I just want to complete it today and glue it today. But the final touch definitely will be with just a file also. Because this is always the issue. Final touches always will be with something like file, sanding block, without power tools to make the precise sanding straight. I have this marked line on my side so I can see what I'm doing. To remove all the traces from the rotary tool, because the sanding drum, I believe the proper term, with too big grains, so it is with very visible traces here, so I need to remove them. I have also rounded side. Also I can use a block, or this one is too big. Yeah, I can use this one, just perfect carve, or I can use even just a scalpel handle. Actually, this is a very good idea. I like to use a scalpel, just preferably remove the blade so you won't cut yourself. Don't ask how I know this, but you just can use this metal handle. It's just perfect sanding block. It's stiff and just properly rounded for this job. Quite often I'm getting comment, what is that sanding block? It's just a scalpel handle. But for the final touch, just perfect. And that is the point. If you should make these final touches manually with sanding blocks, files, etc., you can make entire detail or part or knee in this case just with hand tools. It's not necessary to have power tools. They are not for improving quality, they just for speeding up the process of building. And this is always not the necessary tools to have if you just want to build ship models. now I just want to make this soft edges, just to round it a little. This is, I believe, yeah, it's 400 sandpaper. Just to remove these edges. And we also need to thin them. Some of the knees, I need to find at least these dimensions, they are much thinner. So not all of them should be this. This is 5 millimeters, I believe. If I can find my caliper somewhere, I can measure it, and I will need it. So let me check for it. Perfect. Let me check the thickness. In the kit we have this sheet with knees, 4.8 millimeters, yeah, almost 5. And we have our list with dimensions, which I published on our Facebook group. And who is building this model with me? I'm still getting comments like where to find this Facebook group. It is in the description under this video, the link to the Facebook group. You can find it and join it. And post your progress. Okay, so this is S3. The thickness for S3. Actually, it should be thick. It's 5.7 even, but we don't have that much thick material, so we will keep it this size. But I need to remove these marks. There is my razor. I have it, always have it here. Eraser. Oh, it is here. And the final touch will be with the sandpaper. S3. This is this one. Let's go to the next one. Or move to the next one. And repeat. Handle from the scalpel. I'm glad to hear that you found something useful and get to some new skills. So this is just the best. Thank you. So if somebody is commenting like, oh, I learned something new, I got some useful tips, this is the best. Thank you for filming and making all these videos. So thank you so much for commenting. Why is my chat not working on my laptop? this is part number S2, 5 millimeters exactly, so it will be the same, this thickness. I won't thinner it. But I need to clean the marks. And soft radius, of course. Just slight touches out on the edges, just to make a little rounded edge. It will secure the edges from getting this chips off or just splinters. This is quite often can be the case with this wood. And basswood, let's be honest, can't hold or keep the proper sharp edge 90 degrees. It is soft, it's constantly very easy to damage the edges. So better to make them intentionally a little rounded so it will look like it should be, like this. Perfect. S2, where is it S2? This is from here, like this. The next one, S0. Yeah, this is the most useful sanding block today. Even better than the file. Much faster, more productive. Okay, I will use a little file here. Just need to hold the wood, it's shaking. the thickness actually on this published sheet, the thinner one is, where is it, I believe 5, where was it? I need to convert, or it is converted already into something. 56 millimeters alone. I need to check. Actually, if I marked, oh yeah, scale 1 to 16, so we need to convert. The thinnest one should be S to 5 millimeters in our scale. Let me check. 5 into 1 to 16 into our 1 to 24. This is 3.3. Yes, you are absolutely right. 3.3. This is the thinner. So let me complete all of them sending, and then I will check the scale and we'll convert them into a proper one. And the thickest one is 6.9 millimeters. This is in our scale about 5 millimeters, I believe. 6.9, 4.6 millimeters. Practically another 4.6, another 4.77, or just 4.8 for convenient use. So in a moment we will reach that stage to make them thinner. Still have a few more to shape. Clean the traces of pencil. This is S0, this is this one. S4. Just to clean all the traces. this. This is S4. Rounded edge to clean this fur lint, because this is very hairy wood, very easy to produce that hairs, really like hair. S4, so S1 is left and only a few on the larboard side also. Yeah, I'm also supporting them with my finger so they will not break. So when I'm applying pressure from here, I need to compensate it from the lower part, because we don't have the proper fibers along the knee shape, so we have somewhere weak spots, so we don't want to break it. Found it. soft edge, and to clean the edge also. And we can move to the next one. This one. Then this is L0. I found traces of pencil on this one, which I forgot to clean. Should be cleaned. And I can see traces of something on this S0, or it's S4, after sanding. No, this is such texture of wood. Okay. Okay. Let's clean the pencil. Let's clean the edges. Zero. 3 more, and we can start narrowing them. clean it. More sand in the middle of it, because I got bump. Perfect. Oh, my camera survived entire hour without playing tricks like this. And oh, good. What is this dirt? L4 and only 2 left. Now it will be one is already in the process. What thickness wood do you use on the second planking? We don't have second planking here. What do you mean? Inner or outer planking? Actually, I just used everything what was in the kit. So they are the same thickness as it is in the kit. S0 and L0 are not the same length. On the drawing it's really very weird. Each knee is different length, so theoretically it should be like under one line, but it isn't. On the left side it is more like on one line, except the ends, and also that the combing, actually the piece of wood, it is also different lengths, and the scars, they are also in different places on the left side and the right side of the model. And actually, talking about scars, we still need to make scars, so in a moment we will. And that is the issue with the kit. So we designed it, made all the knees same dimensions, same thickness, same length, so just not to, oh, it's probably more sanding. So modelers won't mess up with it, but on the real boats they were on the same length even, and same thickness as well. And this is also an issue with the real ships and models. Usually every modeler is trying to build model symmetrical left and right side as much as possible, because usually we have drawings of one side, so automatically we are thinking that the second side should be exactly the same. In truth, no. Look at the example of Vaza. If you look carefully, even just on pictures of larboard and starboard side, even gun ports positioned differently on both sides. So yeah, usually in the drawings we can see one side, but in truth, that ships were built, planked, absolutely not symmetrical. And in the case of Gunboat Philadelphia, we have even 3D model, what makes our life easier. That's why our planking is different on both sides too, because this is what we can see on the 3D model. You can rotate that one. Smithsonian's, they created the model and it is publicly available, so you can go to their website and find the 3D model of the Gunboat Philadelphia. You can rotate it, Yeah, it's monochrome color, everything is gray, but you can see the scars, butts of the planking, you can see quantity of nails, etc. So very useful tool. But on the drawings, yes, we have only one side, so automatically everybody is building very symmetrical model, but in truth it wasn't. Same with our knees on the deck. Starboard and larboard, they are not even mirrored. So all of them are different. In this part we have on our drawings, because top view can show you this, that knees are different lengths. This is L2 from here. And the last knee to shape radius. Like this. Yeah, usually I'm sanding along with fibers. This is how you can get proper sanding. In the edges. Are you doing deliveries? What do you mean? Or it's not for me? Or maybe I should say, do you have any preference in thickness? Yes, I do. My preference is to use the same thickness as it was on the real ships. So just have to scale thickness of each plank, if this is what you are asking about. Each plank should be the same thickness as on the real ship, just in scale. Then it will be the best quality. Okay, this was the last one. Now let me make fast vacuum cleaning so we can work here without dust, because I want to bring also one of the drawing, because I forgot to mark the dimension of our ends of each knee. I don't have the size, thickness but not length. so I have to bring the drawing also, but I don't want to use it on dusty table. So I will turn off the sound so I can't hear this loud noise from the vacuum cleaner. It will protect your ears. Give me a second. Okay, let me position camera and let me bring the drawing. If I remember correctly, it was drawing number 6, but let me check. Where is number 6? This is number 5. And what do we have here? Yes, this is number 6. So we have the edge of the knee right here. We can measure it with a caliper or with a ruler better. If I can find at least one. Not here, not there. Where? Okay, caliper it is. Is this 0? Yes. So 1 to 16, it is 5.8. In our scale, it will be 5.8 into 1 to 16 divided to our 1 to 24 is 3.86, 3.9. So where is my pencil? At least this one, I have it. So 0.9. I will publish on the Facebook group our updated, so I found at least inches ruler, updated drawing, because I also will convert the thickness of each one in a moment. It is not properly drawn line. I wanted to make it straight and it isn't. .9 millimeters. And let me open one more time just to check if it is definitely what I have measured here. The drawing will go here. Just to show you one more time also that our knees are different lengths. Caliper. So this is starboard. A bottle of glue will do the job. for this direction, and maybe heavy twice. Good. So is it? We have sharp U, so this is our S1. This is our planking where it ends. So this is 56.6. Yeah, 57. I marked it on the drawing. The S2 is about 56.8, 56. And S3, it is about 56.7 or 57, and in the end, not visible. The longest knee, it ends right here when we have dotted line, because we have scar here. Longer. 75.7 or 76, yes. And the first one, which one is S0, is this one. It's much longer. Let me measure this one even longer. $92, yes it is. So let's now check the larboard side. As I like to say, 7 times to measure, 1 to cut. So before we will glue something, better to check it. So what we have here, this is L1. So what do we have here? It's much shorter. $73, yes it is on our drawing, 73. L2, oh L1, this is what I was talking about. The larboard side, they all are practically almost on the same level. Almost, but not quite. Okay, so L1. $53, yes it is. This one was missing. How about L2? This one even shorter. This one is 48.6, 48, yes. And this one is even shorter, yes. 45.3, 45. And L4. Longer, shorter, a little shorter, a little more. 86.3, 86, yes. So yes, they are correct. Let's try with the thickness. So let me position them more time in the middle. All of them are visible. So L4, 6.69, yes. L3 is 6.4 exactly. $5.7. This is L2, exactly 5.7, and L1 6.27, 6.3. Yes. Let's check on the starboard side. S0, 6.9. Yes, it is. 6.5, 6.9, sort of. 6.76 actually. Let's keep it 6.9, okay? The thinnest one, the S2. I marked it as 5 millimeters. It's 4.8, even thinner. Okay, let's keep it as, yeah, probably it is 4.97, 5 millimeters. And S3, 5.73, 5.7, and the last one S4, 6.85, yeah, 6.9. Correct. Let me move our drawings. And let's return to this one. I probably will use my cutting mat. I just like it, especially when I have to draw something. So I need to convert also these dimensions into 1 to 24. This is a proper, like this. So let's convert it into 1 to 24. Dusty phone. Okay. So 6.9. It's 4.6 in 1 to 24. So this is also 6.9. This is 4.6 in 1 to 24. Then we have 6.4. I'm going from the most thicker one to thinner one. It's 4.3. This is in 1 to 24. 6.3. This is 4.2. In 1 to 24. Then we have 5.7. This is 3.8. In 1 to 24. And we have 5. This is 3.3333. Okay. 3.3 and 1 to 24. All of them? Oh, 5.7. I missed it. 3.8. Yeah, we have two of these thicknesses. 3.8 and 1 to 24. Now I have all the dimensions. Let's convert also the distances, because we will need it also today to position our knees. So 108. And the length of the deck is the same as in our kit. What is perfect. This is why I like model Shipways kits. They are based on the original drawings, even if they are lacking of details or just uniform in some dimensions, like with these knees. You have the proper base, so you can improve this kit into a more historically accurate model if you wish and have a desire to do it. So it will be 72 in 1 to 24. Let me sharpen the pencil. 277. This is 185. 169. 113 or 112.6 actually. This is in 1 to 24. And let me mark it, because I will publish this updated drawing today in the Facebook group. 112. And I'm still getting comments on the wall of the channel, like how to find the Facebook group. under every live stream I have a link in the description under the video to the Facebook group. So this is 74.7. And 1 to 24 and 63.6, 42.4. This is in 1 to 24. Actually, to be exact, 277. This is 184.7. And I have dimensions also on the larboard side. 64.8. This is 43.2. And 1 to 24. 118.6. It's 79.1 and 1 to 24. 93.4. This is 62.3 in 1 to 24. And 65. This is 43.3. Good. Maybe I should actually provide a different dimension like this one from the beginning of the deck. I like to have starting point same for all the dimensions. So this should be 62.3 plus 43.3. This is 105.6. 1 to 24, or 93.4 plus 65, 158.4. I believe now we have all the dimensions. Good. Let's make scars first. Cut comings, or let's shape knees and then cut comings. So knees. Okay, let me check the field of depth. And now 3.9. I can fix this on my caliper. 3.9, please. No, 3.9, or almost. Will sharpen my pencil. Or just go to Ukrainian comment. As always, everything is on top. And hello from Ukraine. Yeah, привіт. Привіт з Америки в Україну. And it is tough at the moment there. My mom is sitting without electricity 11-12 hours, then she can get some for 2-3 hours. And the worst thing is that our specific building, not all the buildings like this, we don't have hot water and heating without electricity. It is mortally cold because it is -20, -25 at night, and just really very cold. My mom sleeps in the clothes also. So it's not really bright situation there. Oh, I forgot to measure thickness. Good job. One more time, drawings. So if I would stay for the winter in Ukraine, I couldn't do any live streaming at the moment, because at the moment I left to go back to the United States. Russian hit the power plants and all these heating plants badly, so there almost no electricity, so I just couldn't do anything about it and to stream. This is what I was looking for. The dimension for this edge. Need to untighten. So it is 2.9 in scale. 2.9 into 1 to 16 to over 1 to 24. This is 1.9 in millimeters. So another dimension which I forgot. So this is 1.9 millimeters. Now we definitely have everything. Okay, 1.9. Why I can't find my ruler with millimeters? This is much easier to use. A ruler somewhere. The ruler was here. Ah, found it on my table, so it's difficult to find metal ruler on the metal table. So like this. $1.9. I need to make one, and then I will use it as a pattern for the rest of them. Scalpel with the blade, and I remember I put it back just where I could put scalpel, right here. And I will use something. I can use also the disc sander, of course, just to sand the proper angle. Okay, now let's sand it. Two more. Yay, like this. Slight touch from the other side, so it won't be hairy. Okay, let's move it. So this is the biggest advantage of this disc sander. We can rotate clockwise and in reverse So this is very convenient because you can send both sides from both sides, left and right side of the part. A little more, just don't want to have the hair. Like this. So perfect. Me. And this one will be the pattern for the rest. Just need to position them. Same. Where is another block? More. I like these blocks. I can use them. This is just perfect 90 degrees. So I can position everything like in mold, even with different lengths knees. Right now they are perfectly positioned, so I can mark this angle. Pre-cut them all and then we'll send them all. Next one, and so on. Just want to record this too also. So like this, like this. Move to shape. Two more. And the last one. Bosfor, he abandoned me, went upstairs to keep company crew. And I have fur on the table. It's not fair. Yep, I'm sleeping still probably. I have still pencil on the L1 because that one which I made the first one on the live stream just with hand tools. I haven't cleaned it, so I can do it now. Now the favorite tool. This is just perfect time for using it. this edge because of the position. And just to clean some fur on this edge. Can't position like this, but on the edge, when I can rotate it around the edge of the disc sander, it's convenient. Just slide sand in a little more. Like this. So this is L3, let me put it back. L1, this one here. S3. Just to remove some lint and fur. A little more. Oh. Just perfect match. S3, this is from here. Then this is S2. More clean. S2. Two more. S1. This one, and the last one, L2. And I got some oil on my fingers. I believe this is from the handle here. I need to clean it. Now we have to shape scars for the combings, so the longest knees. So this is S0. For S0 it is 24 millimeters. In scale it will be 16 millimeters. 16, exactly 16. 1 to 24. Let's convert this one 20 and a half. 13.4 and 1 to 24 and 2 more dimensions, 29. It's 19.3 and 1 to 24 and 25. This is 16.7. Everything converted, I believe. So when we have to mark each such scar for all 4 knees separately, because they are individual for each piece, which is good. We can deal with that. So let's go S0, 16 millimeters, 16, 16. Exactly 16. Sharp pencil. And it should be sharp edge. So it should be like this. So now I will mark all of them. This is L0, it's 13.3. 13.3. You can see what I'm doing. Exactly 13.3. This is S4. S4. Actually, it's not marked on the drawing. This is S4. 19.3 millimeters. Like this. But today I want to shape them and glue them, so tomorrow we can make some metal works, like to make bolts, eye bolts, or actually their tails with that forelock. Some of them just with a washer, but some of them bigger ones are with forelocks even. And to make that, you just have to make a small device. So this is L4, which I want to show you. 16.7. I have shown this technique on the HMS Boreas, but who is not interested in restoration, so probably won't watch these videos. This is scratch build technique, but this is not that difficult, so you can make it for your kids. Just, yeah. First I was doing this even with my rotary tool, but right now I have milling machine, so I will use that one. The bigger quantity of power tools just provides you with, you don't have to change and switch constantly, for example, colettes or bits or something. So that's why I'm using my milling machine as milling machine now. But before, I was using my rotary tool and I have this drill press, just stand for it. So I was converting that stand into a milling machine. And but just because I'm using this rotary tool is mostly sitting with drill bits. Actually, usually I'm using Dremel for the such sanding drums. because Dremel is heavier, it's more difficult to make, for example, freehand drilling, but it is perfect for sanding. And each tool just has its own task, so you don't have to waste time on changing, for example, collates. This is just to save your time, so you can work faster. It's not sharp enough. But the device which I will show you, it is the same for both if you will use rotary tool or if you will use milling machine. Essentially milling machine, this is a drill press, just very precise, with this table which you can regulate more carefully and more precisely. But for making with forelocks, drilling wire actually for forelocks, it doesn't matter. You don't have to have such preciseness actually. Okay, let's cut it and then we will sand it to the proper size. And now we need to sand it. I'll try to position it so it will be visible, or maybe like this. Let me check the field of depth. Not very convenient for me to work, but at least it is absolutely perfectly visible for you. Maybe if I will clamp my disc sander, will add just some stiffness. Oh, I found the position when it is convenient. I think it's time to change the sandpaper. I'm changing it very regularly, every year. What do we have here? How about from the other side? Like this. Perfect one. We have shaped one. Let me clean from the pencil mark. I just use this mark exactly where I make this end of the scarf. Good. This is L0. 3 more. Maybe I will clamp it and it will be much faster and easier to use. But for this, I definitely have to remove the cutting mat. And all these tools. Better to keep dust on the table. I will vacuum it later. But now I have a fantastic feature. Yay! Let's send one more. Completely different conversation. Now we can talk. So I'm trying to get angle between my one mark and the edge of the knee. Don't want to oversand the edge also, but to get proper angle for sure. To remove some fur. Now we have perfect scar, or future one. S4 from here. Let me check this one. Maybe slight touch more. Like this, so I can get proper edge. Like this. Two more. S0. but I have more to sand on the end of the knee. This is definitely what you also can do only on the manual disc sander, because you would already completely oversanded it on your electric one, even on the slowest mode. Just want to get this very thin edge. Very thin. Like this one. Just almost a little thinner. Like this one. That's 0. And the last one, and we can finally, no, not we can't glue them, we need to narrow some of them. Not all of them, but some. But we are getting there. Maybe another 20 minutes or so I will need. So we'll keep you a little longer today here. Who marked such a thick line? Little thinner. A little more. Almost there. Little more. Perfect. Just slight touch. Let's clean this pencil mark. Now let's check which ones I need to narrow. So, what do we have here? I believe all of them I need to narrow, but I will use for this just sanding block. I want this one. Would it be a good time to drill holes in the knees? If it is convenient for you, you can clamp it in the vise and drill them separately. I will drill it on the model. The model is very wide and open, so it is not a problem to drill on the model. But it depends how it is convenient for you. So yes, you can, but I will keep it for later. Just want to remove the dust from the table in this groove. And sanding block, I have one here. So 4.6, this is the thicker one, I believe. Yeah, and this is our not hatch, common parts. But I want to clamp my sanding block so it won't move also. So I will clamp it, and it will be perfectly positioned. One move. Oh, good job. Just ripped cable from my phone. And this is another clamp. So let me check what I'm showing you. Maybe I need to move a little the sanding block itself. So 4.6 it is. And let's just sand it. Four 4.7, just a little to sand. 4.6 I said, not 0.4. 4.6, this is the thickest ones. More 0.79. Oh, it become thicker. Or something is not working with my caliper. No, it is working. .69. Moving in proper direction now. .74. Wow. Or just dust. .64. More sanding on the upper edge because it is thicker here. So more sanding on the upper knee, upper part of the knee. .63, almost. 4.66. 4.72 on the upper part of the knee. Ha! 4.68. Okay, a little more sanding. .58, 4.69. What is in very end? 4.5 even. Good job. So it's here, the thickest part, where I have to sand more. .66. What is going on here? 4.59. Okay, we'll stop here. S4. What is for S3? 3.8 in scale. So quite a sand here is necessary. I'm constantly changing the position, so I won't oversand one side when I'm, for example, can't clump it evenly. So if you will constantly change the position, you can get the more accurate or even sanding. Four and a half, quite a lot of sanding. 4.5. And a half, 4.1, so more sanding of the upper part of the knee again. The widest, let's say, part. Like this. .96. What is going on here? 3.7. Ha. What is going on here? 3.98. 3.98. So I'm getting there. 3.76 ready. 3.97. This is upper part. Yeah, a little more sanding of this upper part. So this is S3. And S2, this is the thinnest one, 3.3. A lot of sanding. Okay. So what do we have here? Four, 4.3, 4.6. Yeah, I was sanding mostly the widest part, so now I can sand entire knee to get even sanding. It was mini, tiny branch on the wood, so I got it on my knee. Interesting. 3.7, 3.9 in the very end, 4, so I can sand more ends of the knee. 4, 3.8, 3.68. Yep, so more sanding on the edges, on ends of the knee, so it will be evenly sanded. Yeah, it is much thinner, slimmer. It's visible. 3.5, 3.48, what is the most? 3.5, 3.22, so this edge already is ready. I need to sand only lower part of the knee. I'm not sanding this anymore. I'm just not pressing in that area. Three 3.45, 3.35 almost. Yeah, so only the thickest area to sand a little more. And the knee is ready. .36. Okay, I will stop here at this point. I already like it. The thinnest one is ready too. S1. S1. I haven't calculated, but this is 6.9. Where is pencil? This is 4.6 in the scale. Pencil. 4. Was broken. So it is 4.6 and 1 to 24. Just slight touches of sanding. .34. Oops. Now I need to make slight touches on the edges or ends of the knee to make it evenly sanded. .52, 48, 4.6, at least upper part is correct one. Okay, and this is the last one on the starboard side, S0, also should be 4.6. So, what do we have here? 474, 670, 472, an upper part, 4.5, alright, I need to send this part now, lower one. 4.61, 4.59. Okay, good enough. Now larboard side. Or about plank thicknesses. Usually when kits provide you with double layer planking, this means that you will get perfect or proper surface for planking after the first layer. So theoretically you should be able to use proper thickness of planking to get up to scale and like it was built on the original ship. Okay, this one in the end already 4.6. Need to sand only the widest and thicker part. .57, 4.63, 4.58, somewhere what I need. Okay, now we have L1 4.2. .2. Exactly. 4.4, this is in the end. 4.26, a little more sanding on the ends of the knee. And it is practically ready. Upper part 4.21, lower part 4.28, it's the end of it, yes. A little more of the lower part to sand. Oops, 4.15, that's okay. A little dusty here. Okay, this is L2. 3.8. Quite a sand here. Actually, it looks good when it is different thicknesses of knees. They look very realistic now on the deck. I will send another 3 and I will show you from the top view how it is actually look like now. Now you definitely can come closer to the model, take that magnifying glass and dive into it. It's not just model in the shape of Gunboat Philadelphia, it's really a replica of the Gunboat Philadelphia, just in scale. Definitely more. How to grab it conveniently. Four point one, 4.1, 4.1, a little more. Three point 3.87, 3.89, almost getting there. Three 3.8, yes. 3.82, just perfect. 2 more, and we can glue them. L3, 4.3. 4.5, a little more. .3, yay. 4.20, 4.35. Okay, somewhere it is good enough. The last one, and we can glue them finally. So this is L4, it's 4.6. I'm sorry for this. This is just dust. You can see how much dust I have here. And when I was brushing it, it was just flying and tickling my nose. Check it. .7, 4.56, it's alright already. 4.6, so only the widest part, a little more to sand, and it is ready. .55, 4.51 even, 57, but the end is 55. Okay, done. Now I will vacuum clean this, or actually first I will use a little more Scotch-Brite, because before applying shellac, especially in case of basswood, you have to literally polish the wood so it won't raise that fur, hair, etc. It won't look, because even shellac, if you haven't polished properly the surface, will look like a dirt on the basswood. This was the problem on one of the models in the group. Then when even after applying shellac, which is the first time in my life I have seen shellac look like dirt, only because the surface wasn't properly sanded. So Scotch-Brite and some sandpaper. So let's go and make some soft edge. Again, repeat. And a little of Scotch-Brite, bear's fur. He wasn't on the table. I haven't seen him here, but it is on the table, his fur. It's actually already polished quite good. Next one. A little of Scotch-Brite. And a little Scotch Brite. So I said 30 minutes. You have to double always what I'm saying. This is what happens with ship modeling constantly, especially with me. I like estimated, I can do it in a week, 2 weeks later. So yeah, this is the ship modeling in action. And yes, I'm repeating it constantly. Ship modeling, this is a lot of sanding and lots of dust. One is from here. 3 more and we can glue them. Finally we can glue them. So how many episodes it was? 3 with knees, and counting that today I have spent not 2 hours but 3 hours for preparing them. So yep, 9 hours or 8, 4 and 3, 7 hours for making 10 knees. Two more and we can glue them. And tomorrow we can apply shellac. Yeah, this is another thing. If you are using some alcohol-based stains, finishes, you have to wait until PVA glue cures completely, 24 hours, then you can apply some alcohol-based stains, because alcohol can interfere with curing of PVA glue. And the last one. So give me a second, I want to clean the dust so we can work on the clean table and my model won't get any dust on the wood because my plancture is still not oiled, so it's very sticky to the wood. So let me clean it. I will make a very quick run with vacuum cleaner. Okay, now let me position the model, and we need to mark also distances. So let me a little move farther camera. Again, our list with dimensions. So this is starboard side toward me, starboard. And I will need ruler, pencil. We need to mark first. Yeah, wood dust sometimes is very annoying, but we can't build models without wood dust. Okay. 43.3, and I will use just a piece of metal, my favorite 90 degrees block, so I have something in what I can put my ruler. What I said, 43.3, 1, 2, 3, 43.3, one more mark if I can. The next one will be 62.3. Oh no, total it will be 105.6. 105.6. And 105.6 and 105.6. Oops, not straight line. Like this. Then we have 43.2 from this, and 43.2. 43.2. Oh, I checked wrong side. It's larboard. Mine is 72. Good job. So I believe this one is also... Yeah, I marked everything from the larboard side. Good job. Seven time to measure, one time to cut. That is definitely true. One more time. Starboard side, 72 millimeters. Because we have gun here. Okay, 42.4 from this side. Then 74.6. And this is it. 74.6. So this is how we will glue them. Like this. Now let's mark the larboard side. Okay, let me turn around so it will be visible. Now I need to turn around also the drawing so I won't mix and mess up again. 43.3. Then we have 158.4. I don't have long enough ruler. Okay, let's move on this side. So this will be 43.2. And then 79.1. And this is what it will be here. And go on this side, like this. Finally, we can glue it. So I will need something for the glue, like something like this. I will need a glue. Probably will need some clamps. Let me check what I'm showing you. And I have somewhere brush for the glue. You can scrape the surface where you are gluing these, or just glue it like this. What edge I'm using. Checking how I mark the dimensions, because I have marked them all possible directions and ways, so we need to check. Where is my tool? Tool. Finally, it's happening. I'm gluing them. Yay. This one is from this side. Last one on this side. This is not what I wanted to hear. Which is good stitching knee, so I can keep it like this. Some drops of glue which I missed. Always when I'm turning around something towards myself, I can find something to scrape. Good. Let's move to the next one. So 7 hours of prep work to glue in 7 minutes. Sounds like about ship modeling. Something what I can't see from here, but I can see on the screen that I have a drop of glue there. Okay, I won't clamp this one is moving. Oh, there's a clamp. It's good like this. This one. Oh, thank you. Yeah, you are absolutely right. This is the details. They are the most important part of each model. And because, as I said before, manufacturers are simplifying kits just by throwing away lots of details and parts. So you are getting just basic model on which you can, like on the Christmas tree, put more toys, add more details. And this one is even designed perfectly, definitely for on the drawings from the Smithsonian, because dimensions of the gunboat is just perfect match. This is just question of details, which they were uniformed or simplified for the modelers just to produce maybe a kit more less expensive, let's say, or just not to make it much difficult for the modelers to assemble different dimensions and sizes of knees, so they won't get lost in them. So that's why all of them were same thickness, but also the problem was that they were uniform dimensions, and they were all of them were short. That's why it was important to replace them. Because it's not only the historical accuracy, but also the look. It will look like real gunboat. And the last one. Or probably won't varnish or shellac it tomorrow, because I need to make 2 pieces of combing, and it also should dry before I can apply shellac. But we definitely will make it tomorrow, and I hope that tomorrow we will make some bolts, so we'll do some metal work. Also the type of prep work which is not visible while you are working on it, but it is very noticeable on the model. So I think this is it for today. And now you can see how all these pieces are hiding under the knees and hatches, so I will close the last piece and it will be beautiful. Nobody can say that it was short, it's not visible. I have proper edges of planks here, and behind the knee it's just perfect match. So with this, I believe this is it for today. Let me switch to a bigger screen, and tomorrow we will complete our combings and we'll make some bolts with furlocks, or their second half, tails. I call them tails because I'm usually imitating. I have a head of the bolt separated from the tail, and I'm gluing head from the one side and tail from another side. Cheating, but this is all what everything about ship modeling. This is just 101 way how to cheat, so the model will look like a real ship, but nobody knows how it was built. It shouldn't be built like a, it can't be built sometimes like a real ship, but the result should look like it was built like a real ship. I think I made a mess, but with this, I believe this is it for today. Thank you very much for coming today and joining me in this adventure. I will post updated drawing on the Facebook group, and who missed that information, who is searching where is that Facebook group, in this description under every video of live streaming I have a link to the Facebook group. So just don't forget to answer introductory question, because I won't approve it without answer. Because this is a group only for project participants. Doesn't matter which model are you building, the one from the list, which you can see here on the live streams, you have to choose it in the list to answer. And I want to thank separately a very big thank you for sponsors who are supporting my channel and makes it possible to stream and to buy kits, also tools, parts, wood, additional everything what I want to show you. Sometimes I'm just working on my models and I just can't afford additional expenses, but you are making it possible, so I can show everything and to share all my knowledge and techniques which I learned from my coaches. So each year of my training you can count as 10 of just experience if I would work only on my own. So with this, I believe this is it, and see you tomorrow. And finally we will move forward from these knees, so yay! So have a nice rest of the day and see you tomorrow, guys. Bye!